Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Leslie and today is the launch of Kendra's card challenge number 23. Yay! New challenge, new quarter. This quarter goes from today, yesterday, July 1st through September 30th. And today we actually have a giant giveaway going. So if you check out the playlist down below, we will be giving away a very big goodie bag worth $250. You just have to listen for the catchphrase later in this video. So it is Kendra's card challenge number 23, and today I am creating sketch 2. That is my sketch. Of course, the playlist has every single sketch, including cutting guides and an intro video and all kinds of fun stuff going on today. So definitely check out the playlist down below for all your chances of entering the giant giveaway that we got going on. So for my 15 cards this quarter, I'm going to be using the Little Things Mean a Lot paper pad by Echo Park here. This is one of the ones that I purchased lately when they had a giant sale. And I just want to quickly go through what these pages contain, and then I will show you the 6 sheets that I will be using throughout my 15 cards, and then I will show you specifically sketch number 2 today. So I love this paper. It is perfect for the age group that I donate cards for. It's very has boy and girl feeling pattern paper, so I'm really excited to use this. You got some fireflies, dragonflies, beetles, ladybugs, bees, butterflies, all kinds of little insects, and lovely tone-on-tone paper on the back of those pattern papers, so that's fantastic. To go with this, I picked up some Pretty Pink Posh dies. This was one from a more recent release that they had, and I am here for it. We got caterpillars, leaves, worms, all kinds of fun stuff. And then I also have a sticker sheet that goes with that Echo Park Little Things Mean a Lot themed stickers there that I will also be using for my pattern for my 15 cards. So these are the pattern papers that I'm going to be using for my 15 cards. I have some butterflies, I have some ladybugs, we have some beetles, all different kinds of beetles there, some dragonflies, some fireflies, one striped page. And if you're going, those patterns don't match at all, I agree. They don't, but that is why we encourage reversible paper when you are making a set of 15 cards for Kendra's card challenge. So as you can see on the back of these papers, they match very well with all the little insects. So if something calls for A and B, I'll probably be using the front of A and the back of B and vice versa kind of thing. So these are all the backs of those, lots of tone-on-tone papers, and I'm excited. So let's get into it. Like I said, I am doing sketch number 2 today, and I've already cut down my papers, and I always put my individual papers into a Ziploc baggie with a number of the sketch that I'm going to be using. These Ziploc bags have actually survived since Kendra's card challenge number 9, so you do the math, and so it really doesn't take much to keep yourself organized when it comes to this. So this particular sketch has several different mats. So the original far mat, the 5.5 by 4 1/4, is just going to be my white card base. All of Kendra's card challenge sketches are A2 size, so that 4 1/4 by 5.5. And then my next layer, I'm just using a dark blue that matched the dark blue in the butterfly. This is just from my stash. And then I'm going to use another white paper for the next mat. And this next mat is the 4 3/4 by 3.5. Then the next one is going to be that blue, and that is going to be the base of where I'm going to be putting all my diagonal pieces. Now, I particularly used not only the pattern paper that it called for, the butterflies, but I also pulled out 2 more pieces of pattern paper from the pad to do the other diagonals. Now, you don't have to do that. You could just use some solid cardstock. You could use a completely other pattern paper, you could ink blend, you could stencil, do you. These are always considered starting off points with the sketches. As long as we can tell the sketch that you were inspired by, you can make it your own. So this particular sketch says any object. I'm going to be particularly using my sentiment and a couple other ephemera here, but you could use a circle, you could use a square, you could use a fancy frame, you could do a creature, any kind of thing you want to do, make it your own. I know I've used these kind of sketches, or these sketch sets for like Christmas cards, for birthday cards. I make a lot of encouraging cards, and this time around I'm going to be doing a set of bug cards. So you really kind of have your own artistic taste for whatever you want to create with these 15 sketches. So with these diagonal pieces, I started with the middle butterfly piece because it goes from the corner down, and I figured that would give me the best angle, and then I just matched that with my orange diagonal pieces. So then we're going to go ahead and cut off the extra here. And while you are watching me cut these off, my catchphrase for the giveaway is die cutting. So we're answering what's our favorite crafty technique, and die cutting is mine. I love to die cut and put all the pieces together. I'm a huge fan of puzzles, so that is my love language when it comes to crafting. So go ahead and fill out that form down in the description box below, and my catchphrase is die cutting. Each video does have a different catchphrase, or some of them might have the same catchphrase, but you can sign up for today's giveaway at each video, so make sure you're checking all of them out. And like I said, there is a playlist down below with that information. Now, my tip for the other diagonals is to do what I did with the first one and start with the one that goes from the right hand corner down, and have that be your base for figuring out where your diagonals go. I chose to start with my my butterfly paper again and try to just kind of line it up and match the picture. It would have been a lot easier had I just started with the green one to the right and did the corner piece and then adjusted everything, because then I slightly adjust everything anyway. So and then I'm going to go ahead and glue these on. You could always use foam tape for these top layers and create some more dimension if you like that kind of style. I'm keeping mine as flat as possible today, just for the fun of it. Most of my cards get handed out, but every once in a while I do like to have some flat cards in my stash, just so it is easier to mail and a little bit cheaper there. And if you're listening to me and you're going, man, Leslie, you sound horrible, well, sorry. My whole family is suffering a summer head cold right now, and this is the most voice I've had in several days. So I was like, I need to get this voiceover done and get this video up because we're launching. And so sorry if it sounds awful, but hopefully we'll be all getting better real fast here and continue to enjoy the summer, which I don't know about you, but can you believe it's already July? I feel like we just got out of school and now we're already starting like the countdown to going back kind of thing. My oldest is going to be in kindergarten this year, and so we are already getting information about her orientation and all the things, and I'm like, that is already happening. And I was looking up swim lessons today, and I'm like, we are so behind. All the swim lessons are already booked, and I'm like, this is the kind of thing I usually do in May. What happened? I don't know. June just really got away from me, but it's okay. We've been doing a lot of library days, and I think that's what threw it off, is that we were doing so many library things that I'm like, oh, we're already in July. It's halfway through the summer, y'all. And I don't know about you, but right now our weather is totally saying that, because we've had like almost 100 degrees for the last couple days, and it's going to be this way for another week, and I'm already over it. So I know a lot of people love the summer, but give me fall, I'm ready. All right, so I just cut off the remaining bits and pieces off of that, and then we're going to go ahead and glue this on to its base. So this is my front panel here. This is the 4.5 by 3.25 sheet, and if you're looking at your sketch, this is your main panel. So this is pretty much what the card looks like, and then you can go from there. Like I said, it is any object that we're going to put on here, and I particularly am going to bring in that sticker sheet because I have a lovely square here that says fluttering by to brighten your day. The die set that I am using with Pretty Pink Posh didn't happen to have butterflies, and I thought in my brain it'd be weird to bring in a different insect. I don't know. Anyway, I just brought in some butterflies from another set of mine. This is an old one from Spellbinders. I believe it's already retired. It was one of the ones from BB Cameron, I think is how she says her name. Which I love butterflies, so I have several sets of butterflies in my stash, so I'm cool with the Pretty Pink Posh not having it on this particular die set, but I felt like I needed to bring in butterflies for this instead of a different bug, and I needed something small that would go well with my sentiment here. So I'm just putting these butterflies together. They are just simple 2 pieces. I'm using that same orange pattern paper that I already used on this card to kind of bring it all together, especially since the orange is the farthest one back. And then I am bending up those wings a little bit just to give it a little bit of dimension. Of course, these would flatten out a little bit if I do send it through the mail, but you know, it's okay. You could always put a little bit of foam tape behind the wings and they'll keep their flying status there. But I think I'm just going to stick with a little bit of glue and just kind of let them do their own thing here. Of course, if you do play along with us this quarter and make a set of 15 cards yourself, please make sure that you enter the monthly giveaways and the quarterly giveaway. You can actually enter the quarterly giveaway up to 3 times because you can do 1 set of cards per month. I am speeding up the video here because it took me forever to figure out where I won these gems. But if you are new to Cards by Kendra's card challenge, what it is that she creates a set of 15 sketches using 6 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper. She gives you all the cutting guides and all the sketches, and so if you create along with us, you can win some fun prizes, and it's a really fun group. So make sure you're checking all the information down in the description box below, and definitely watch that playlist. Remember that my giveaway phrase is die cutting. So when you enter the form in my description box, make sure you put that in there, and then be sure to play along with us and check out all the inspiration today. We have a lot of fun sponsors this quarter, and of course today's giant giveaway. So I will see you in another video soon. I hope you have a great day.